Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and full live review for Solara 1 VR, an Oculus Quest exclusive, I believe. I do hope that it comes to Steam VR soon. Solara 1 is an interesting space experience. So there's a lot of mention about this being a relaxation app, but it's really just a space educational experience, in my opinion. It's more similar to a walking simulator. Before I continue, I do want to mention that I did buy this game. In fact, I bought it a long time ago, maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, but quite a while back. But I've just been playing it, and I think I've experienced everything the game has to offer, and I do recommend it. Let's go ahead though and let's play so you can watch yourself. This game actually starts off in a jungle. It's kind of like a futuristic jungle though, so you'll see when we get there. Uh, yes, let's start. So the best thing about this app are the visuals. This is very impressive for a Quest standalone experience. It's among the best looking Quest games or Quest apps or experiences. Some of you may not want to call this a game, and I would definitely understand, because there really isn't gameplay here. It's really an experience. But this is the jungle basically. It's like a look at an aurora borealis and the moon, and then you look behind you and you see the jungle. It's dark. I wish, if there's one thing I do wish, is there's no reason to make this nighttime only. I don't know why there is no daytime event here, or other kinds of weather as well. But it's just a nighttime experience. It looks nice, and maybe the fact that it's so dark covers some of the. Let's just say that covers the visuals a little bit, makes it look a little bit better than it actually is.
Its gentle mist will wash away all stress, all worries, and all fears, leaving behind only the purest essence of yourself. Allow your concerns to dissolve into the mist, and feel your burdens lift like feathers upon the wind.
So this app really tries to be a relaxation app, a breathing app. But I don't think it really gets there. I think the idea is there, but it doesn't really follow through on it, which is fine. I actually like that it's not really a relaxation app. That's really a space experience. If you want to call it a space walking simulator, that's fine too, you know? So we're going to call a taxi. By the way, I am playing seated.
Taxi now.
You can change your height, which I really like. You do have full locomotion or teleport, smooth, and snap turning. All the options are here. And you can see I boosted my height. And you can turn even the learning pop-ups. You can turn them off. So let's turn them off. I don't need them. I don't know why it takes 30 seconds for the taxi cab to appear, but we can take take in some of the visuals. As you can see, the palm trees actually look really good, along with the moon and the aurora borealis effect. Now, this little like fence area does look like it has very low textures though. But the palm trees themselves look excellent. And here comes the space taxi. I think the space taxi kind of clashes with the artistic style of this game. It definitely looks out of place, this space taxi. Because as you see, everything else looks so modern with clean, slick lines. And then you look at this taxi, it just looks out of place. It doesn't look like it actually belongs. And you don't actually enter the taxi, you just kind of approach it and then you're teleported out. So now we're going to go to the spaceport, and again...
Sky reach starport, your gateway to the stars.
Alright, thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Again, the visuals look excellent, especially for Quest standalone. Honestly, this looks like a proper Quest 3 title. I don't know how this game looks on the Quest 2, but I can tell you on the Quest 3 it looks excellent. The clouds look excellent.
Attention.
The skybox looks really good here.
Sky Reach Starport. Your lounge in the sky.
Most
Please
skyboxes
proceed
on
inside
Quest
at your
standalone
leisure
don't look
as you
this
await your
nice.
transport to outer space.
And you'll contrast that to when we're in space where it doesn't look as good. Now, these are all information areas. I'll go through this one and play it for a little bit, but I'm not going to stay for the whole spiel.
Welcome to Sky Reach Starport. It is a gateway to the stars, a place where
And
travelers
again,
await
this looks like a
transport
very
to outer
slick
space.
presentation.
Your journey will be on Solara 1.
Obviously, some
a
high production
prototype
values
luxury
here, but
starliner. It
like
is
I said, I'm
currently
not
orbiting at
gonna
an
sit through it.
altitude of 600
And then there's some of these, which is if you want to play with the planet. So if you want to play with the planet, you just grab it, toss it, and there you go. You're playing with gravity, what's possible, and then you get to see how, what impact you had on their rotation, and then obviously you can reset it, and it'll reset back to normal. Okay, all right. So, pretty interesting stuff. Again, more of this info stuff. It's just an
Welcome
audio
to the future
narration.
of cosmic exploration.
Obviously, we're not going to
Behold the
sit
nova
here
through
and listen
space,
to all that.
a pinnacle.
This is the actual Solara 1, and that's the main point of this app, this experience of Solara 1. We're actually going to be on there. And obviously, we get the 3D Earth map, which again, once we're on Solara 1, we'll be able to see that. Sky Serenity balconies, relax outdoors, enjoy the view, find balance in nature's beauty. No children or infants. And it says to stay, but nothing happens. So, yeah, in case you're wondering, nothing happens. You can pick up some crystals if you want.
Meditation crystal activated.
And you can throw the
Welcome to
crystals.
this breath-
But you cannot go over the edge. Yeah, I've tried. You can't. Okay. But the most interesting part is the actual Solara 1, and that's where we want to go. Again, this is a holograph. This is a 3D holograph of it.
Welcome to the forefront of
We're not
visual
going to stay
technology.
through it though. 0G demo. It just tells you to grab, and there you can see 0Gs. Again, not going to stay through all that. Not going to try to. But this is the reason that we're here.
T-minus 1 minute to transport.
And in case you're wondering, you can go directly to any of these experiences. As you saw, there were 3 choices at the very beginning: jungle, spaceport, and I believe it. Did it say outer space? But yeah, you can go directly to each 3 of these points of interest from the starting game menu. So you don't have to wait around and do this whole spiel or do this whole setup of how the game wants you to do it. But I wanted to show off each area. Obviously, we're trying to do a full live review, but do it as quickly as possible.
Space station in transport range. Repeat. Solara 1 space station in transport range.
Yes, we want to transport. Yes, hurry.
Transport pad activation in 10, 9, 8, 7.
It does do these countdowns. I wish they were a little bit
4,
quicker, but that's okay.
3,
We're going to be
2,
patient.
1.
All right, here we go. We're off to the actual Solara 1. We're going to teleport there. Now, the Solara 1 is actually the most interesting part. And you see that we start off here by rotating around Earth, and we see Mexico there. So
Welcome
we're in the
aboard
Pacific
Solara
Ocean.
1. We are in a stable orbit 650 kilometers above the surface of planet Earth. Our current velocity is 27,576 kilometers per hour. Below you can see Central America, and in the next few minutes, we will be approaching the Gulf of Mexico and Florida.
So you can increase the rotation speed, which I would imagine this would make some people sick, but obviously I'm a VR veteran of many years. I've been playing VR since technically 2016, if you want to count mobile VR, but 2017 PC VR veteran. I bought the Oculus Rift as soon as they lowered the price. I think initially it came out to $1,000, which was something like that, right? It was close in price to the HTC Vive, but then the Oculus Rift lowered their price, and not only that, but they added touch controllers, which made it a very tempting offer. And so I got in on VR, and I didn't know it at the time, but I had a GTX 1060, which I thought was fine for VR, but later I learned it really, it was fine for VR really at the time. But in retrospect, I wish I had gotten at least a 1080 to experience most of the experiences, in the best possible way. The good news is that I bought a 1060, but I was pretty much impervious to low frame rates, which is the main reason why you'd want a 1080, so you get a steady 90 frames per second. So just from day one, I was pretty comfortable in VR. And yeah, you see us rotating near Mexico, Guatemala, and we can see there South America, just the tip there. Let's increase it all the way. I like it. And so this is pretty relaxing to me. Now you can do some stuff, like I said, you can pick up the crystals, but there's really not a whole lot to do here. This door actually does not open.
Apologies, this door is not yet functional as the station is a prototype.
There's destinations we can go to. We're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to save that for last, because I want to rotate around Earth for now. And you can go up to the different floors. Now, there's 3 different listed here. The lounge, which is this. This is the lounge, the stateroom, and the arboretum. There is no arboretum. The arboretum is coming soon, but I believe it's been coming soon for a long time. At this point, I really don't know if we're ever going to get the arboretum. I would love the arboretum because it sounds amazing. Having an arboretum in space sounds like a cool idea to me, but it's not been implemented, and I don't know if it ever will be.
Among the stars.
So you can do that. I don't really care for that. You can also go in here. You can take a shower. Why? I don't know why. And you can increase the shower, but again, I don't know what the purpose of this is. And I don't think oh yeah, you can flush the toilet. Okay. That's pretty much it. Believe it or not, that's pretty much it. So let's go back to the lounge. And so what we're going to do now is, as soon as we get back to the lounge, we're actually going to do a spacewalk. Okay. Alrighty, so let's do our spacewalk. So we're going to do the ring, because I think that's the... wait, do we want to do the ring? Let's do the ring. We probably won't do...
In 3, 2,
Now, it is 5 minutes long. I don't know that I want to do the whole ring, but this is...
Spacewalks are a way for passengers to experience the tranquility of outer
Cuba!
space. Your tour is automatically guided, so there is nothing for you to do but relax and enjoy the view. The space station ring is where passengers spend the majority of their time, as rotation
Florida?
of this ring creates artificial gravity, which helps to maintain passengers' health and well-being.
Cuba?
On this spacewalk,
Haiti?
you will float through the ring itself, allowing you to view it from both the stern and the bow of the ship.
Venezuela. I'm going to refrain from saying anything political. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Mostly because I think YouTube censors you if you say anything. So, unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. Billionaires control the media and social media, and they want to quiet any voice of dissent, and they're getting away with it. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about it. But you see, this is a nice little spacewalk, and obviously you can turn around. There's the moon. There's the sun. If there's one thing I don't like, it's the skybox here. Like I said, I like the skybox on the spaceport because it looked really good. But here you see the opposite, where the skybox makes it look pretty flat. It doesn't look 3D. It looks pretty flat. But the Earth looks magnificent, and the Earth's very beautiful. We really need to protect our planet. And as you see, we're approaching Solara 1, the ring. One of the experiences is jetpack, and yes, you can jetpack around within a limited area. But yeah, it's pretty cool to jetpack around. And this is all on rails right now, so the game is dictating where I go. But I don't know that I want to do the whole 5 minutes. I guess we'll see. Have I been talking for 5 minutes already? But you can see why I like this app. This is a beautiful view of Earth. And the Solara 1 looks very impressive. It's a really good 3D model. It's hard to believe that this is standalone. And like I said, I would love for this Solara 1 app to come to Steam VR and really push the boundaries of PC VR. Like, if I have any advice to the developer is, if money is no concern, and I know that's probably not, I know money is probably a concern, but if for whatever reason money is not a concern, make the best possible space app you can. Go for the highest visual fidelity that you can muster. Because at the end of the day, what matters most is putting the best app out there, and unfortunately I think a lot of VR developers don't do that, and that's understandable because of the economics. And that's also what's sad about the economics, is that the economy of it all leads to developers not making the best app possible, because obviously they want a high user base to buy their product. They want a high install base, and for that reason, they have to make their game playable on like a 1060 GTX. They cut corners. They don't make the best visuals possible. They lower that polygon count so they can have as many people playing their game as possible. Which, okay, that's a fine goal, but it's kind of sad to me that the goal isn't to make the best possible game, the best possible experience. And I know as a person with an RTX 5090, it's probably a little bit self-serving, but it's also the truth. I think many Steam VR users want the best visuals possible. And I always take visuals over optimization. But anyways, this is taking too long, so I'm going to go to the next experience. So
Spacewalk completed.
Yeah.
Returning to Space Lounge in 3, 2, 1.
All right. So like I said, we're on Earth, but like I said, we can change destinations. And so here's the next. The Sirius Nebula, Planet Tassos, Planet Saturnia, Red Giant Regella, Cerulean Star Cluster, Umber Asteroid Belt, Moons of Astrius. So I'm gonna choose the red giant because 300 times the size of our sun. And that sounds pretty amazing to me. So let's go there.
Initiating transport systems.
And this is going to end my live review for Solara 1. We're going to explore the red giant. But after that, I will end the video. Obviously, I don't want to show off everything. What I want to show off is the game. If this interests you, then I would recommend you buy the game. Simple as that.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is like that song,
Superluminal gateway stabilized.
More Than Words by Extreme. More Than Words. You know, I could sit
completed. Enjoy your stay.
I could sit here.
Welcome to Regula, a colossal red giant star located on the other side of
Regula.
the galaxy, some 25,000
Regula,
light years
okay.
from Earth. Boasting a diameter of 419 million kilometers, it is nearly 300 times the size of our Sun. Despite its hot surface temperatures of over 2,400 degrees Celsius, our advanced interphasic shielding allows for an up-close encounter with this celestial giant. A variety of solar phenomena can be seen.
Isn't this beautiful?
Solar prominences,
Wow.
and even cosmic flares.
So like I was saying, More Than Words. I could have done a review for this game, edit the video, maybe make it like 2 or 3 minutes long, and I'm sure it would get more views that way, but I'm not about that. I don't care about getting the most views possible. So I'm like those devs that I'm talking about that don't care about money, just want to make the best product possible. That's this video. I don't want to make the video that gets the most clicks and gets the most views. I want the video that best shows what the app is about so you can make your purchase decision. That's why I'm making the video that way, so you can see the gameplay for yourself. More Than Words. From this video, from watching the gameplay, you can decide, is this an app that's for me? Is this something that I would enjoy and pay? I want to say that I paid $10 for this app. I forgot the price for this. Honestly, I don't know how much it cost, but I want to say that I paid $10 for it. So like I said, I did buy this game. I bought it, at least a year ago, if not longer. Quite some time. Might even be a couple of years ago. I really don't remember. I know I bought it though. But let's go ahead and let's like I said, the last thing I want to do is do let's do jet thrusters. Let's do jet thrusters.
Teleporting in 3, 2, 1.
So obviously we have.
Spacewalks are a way for passengers to experience the tranquility of outer space. This tour is self-directed, so you may use the jet thrusters to explore at your own pace.
Isn't this awesome? I mean, this is pretty amazing for standalone, really. It shows off the power of the Quest 3. I'm not going to say these are PC VR visuals, but it's very close to PC VR visuals. Obviously, the best PC VR experiences blow this out of the water, but it is comparable to many space VR experiences. Really, it's very close to them. I've definitely seen worse on PC VR, and I don't believe I've seen better on Quest standalone as far as space experiences. There's also Astra, which is more of a mixed reality experience. At least on Quest, I know that it recently came to Steam VR. I don't know that I'll ever do a video on Astra. Honestly, I have some mixed feelings about it, but I do want to say that at the end of the day, I do recommend Solara 1. I think it's amazing for standalone, but I also would recommend Astra. Although if you ask me, well, which one should I get, Solara 1 or Astra? I would definitely say Solara 1. Just my personal opinion. Other people might choose Astra. because it's definitely interesting in that, you know, obviously with mixed reality and the way it's done there is a little bit different. But myself, and I would pick Solara 1. To me, this is, the visuals here are just unmatched in my opinion for a space experience on standalone. So in my opinion, it's the best space experience on standalone. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. So if I have to rate this game, I would give it a pretty solid, a good 7 out of 10. Now some of you might be asking, well, if you like it so much, why are you just giving it a 7 out of 10? Why not higher? Well, the reason for that is again just because of the limited gameplay. I mean, there really isn't gameplay. And you saw how I mentioned the arboretum isn't there, or how that door doesn't open. You know, the stuff like that brings down the experience for me. And like I said, I mean, I don't want to make too much of a fuss of the skybox, because honestly, most space experiences are like the skybox, and unfortunately, that's usually what brings down the experience for most VR space experiences is the skybox. That's really what unfortunately brings down the immersion if you focus on that. But the actual 3D model of Solara 1 is excellent, and looking at Regella, I mean, wow. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And a 7 out of 10 from me is actually a good score. So I do want to mention that a 7 out of 10 is a good score, but there's reasons why I didn't rate it higher. I hope you understand my reasons, but I still highly recommend it. Like I said, to me, it's the best space experience on Quest standalone. And I don't regret my purchase, and in fact, I'm very happy with my purchase of Solara 1, and I'm amazed by the fact that this was done on standalone. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play full live review for Solara 1. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Oh, I thought I was on PC VR trying to end it that way. No, I have to end it by doing this.